Product liability cases are those types of cases that involve injury or death as a result of some kind of product, whether it's an automobile or something you've purchased, such as a home heater, or something you've bought to work out in the yard with. It could be one of a number of things that you might purchase. A product liability case can result in a mass tort case. A mass tort case essentially is a situation where you have lots of cases that are very similar litigated together. You can have a product liability case stemming from a bad medical device. And if it turns out that you have a lot of those different bad medical devices of the same type, then they can be pulled together, or the claims can be pulled together into a mass tort. Typically, the person or entity responsible for a defective product is the company that puts it out into the marketplace. Sometimes you might have an individual do it, but most of the time it's a corporation. It can be tough to determine whether or not you have a product liability case. The best thing to do that is, if you've suffered an injury or a loved one has suffered a death as a result of something you think is directly related to some sort of product, then the best thing to do is get in contact with a lawyer who has experience in the area of product liability, so that that lawyer and his team can do the investigation that's necessary to determine whether or not that product is the thing that caused the injury or the death. If a product has already been recalled, you may still very well have a case. Many times, corporations, companies determine that there's a product on the market that's a bad product because they've gotten complaints or they've learned about injuries or deaths caused by the product. And as a result of that, those responsible corporations will recall those products, but they don't always get them all off the market, or they don't get them off the market before other people are injured or killed. So even though there's a recall on products that are causing injuries and causing deaths, you still may have a claim. And the best thing to do is to get in contact with a lawyer as soon as possible, because there may be a thing called a statute of limitations or a statute of repose that prevents you from going forward if you wait too long before getting in contact with a lawyer. It's my experience that most product liability cases do not go to trial. Oftentimes, or sometimes, when there's a lot of a particular product that are bad, that are recalled, it creates a mass tort situation, and in that mass tort, there are a number of cases that are chosen to go to trial. And usually after those cases go to trial, the lawyers in the litigation come up with a plan to get the remainder of the cases resolved. If your case is successful in a products liability matter, you can recover a number of different things. The overall picture is you recover damages. The goal is to make you whole. The goal is to put you back in a position that you were in prior to the injury, or put the family beneficiaries back in the position that they were in prior to the death of a family member. I've been working on products liability cases for a number of years now. The typical ones I've worked on are defects related to cars, such as if you have a vehicle that rolls over and the roof of the vehicle crushes in, it can't withstand the amount of pressure that it should be able to withstand, and as a result of that, the driver or a passenger suffers serious injuries like a broken neck or a death. That's the kind of case that I would work on. I've also worked on cases in the past that involve defective tires. People don't realize it, but sometimes tires are defective and they can blow out while you're driving a car, even on the interstate. Our past clients and our current clients would say that Osborne Law Firm is a firm that cares. The lawyers, the paralegals, those who call and speak with you about your case on a daily basis or a regular basis care about your case. At Osborne Law Firm, we think it's very important to maintain good communication with our clients. Our clients call us. Typically, we're available when they call. If we're not available right then we try to get back in contact with them with a very short period of time. We try to keep our clients always on top of what's going on. We try to keep them current on what's happening in their cases. We understand that for almost each one of our clients, their case is the most important thing, or one of the most important things in their lives. We respect that, we appreciate that, and we work hard to deliver. Osborne Law Firm is a small law firm that handles personal injury cases. And there are a number of advantages to having a small law firm represent you versus having a large law firm represent you. With Osborne Law Firm, you don't get lost in the system. We know who you are. Typically, our clients know each and every one of us. If you call and you can't reach me at the office, then you can speak with one of the paralegals or someone else in the office who can help you or answer your questions. Our goal is to make our clients happy, to keep a close personal relationship, and to excel in representing our clients so that in the future they can perhaps refer us other people who they think might be able to use our assistance. I am licensed to practice law in 5 different jurisdictions. My office primarily is located in North Carolina, where I practice, but I also have a law license to practice in the state of Maryland, Washington, D.C., South Carolina, and Georgia. During your initial consultation for a products liability case, you can expect that you'll sit down with either me or one of the paralegals in the office and go through an intake process. The intake process includes answering certain questions so that we can gather the information necessary to set up your claim and investigate your claim. If we decide together that your case is a case that we want to work on and you want to work with us, then after that we'll sign a fee agreement and we'll sign an authorization for us to get additional information to move forward with your claim.